Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Glee Info. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you're watching from. If you've been online recently, you've discovered that something has been flying in the air, which is the DG of NYSC said that corps members can be recruited for war. He said, and I quote, "Members can be mobilized for war," says the NYSC DG. Well, I thank God I'm done serving my motherland, because I'm not sure any corps member will be willing to go and fight war. Let me read what he said. He said, "The Director General of the National Youth Service, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, says corps members are part of the national defense policy of Nigeria and can be mobilized for war if need be." Ibrahim said this on Channels Television's Sunrise Daily program on Wednesday while reacting to the move to scrap the NYSC scheme, which is compulsory for all Nigerians who graduate before the age of 30. According to the NYSC boss, they are part of the national defense policy of the country. Educated, they are knowledgeable, and they can be trained. He said, you see the drill, and so on. You can imagine within the short 3 weeks in the orientation camp are molded. They are like soldiers. You see female members blowing the army horn, playing with the military band. So if not for the knowledge, where are you going to mobilize such young Nigerians to train them quickly to put in their best for this country? So corps members are on reserve. They are also part of the national defense policy. He said the NYSC is concerned about the security of corps members. This is a very interesting. So quoting from what he said, so because the corps member can blow the military horn and can play the military band in 3 weeks or in less than 3 weeks, that means they are ready for war. Do you know what the war is? This is so surprising. This is coming from a brigadier general. A war has to do with weapons. A war has to do with rifles, guns, ammunition. Where the corps members trained to handle rifles in the orientation camp in less than 3 weeks. If you look at all these developed countries like Japan, China, the US, their citizens, South Korea especially, their citizens serve. If you are above the age of, I think, 20, you serve for not less than a year. Looking at this footballer's song, he had to leave the football club he was playing for to go and serve his country for a year before you can say they are well trained and they can be used for war. Not taking a graduate for 3 weeks training in the orientation camp, whereby you haven't taught him anything concerning the use of guns, the load. How many corps members can use weapons? And you are saying that a corps member can be mobilized for war. I think this statement is out of the point. This is not reasonable at all, and I'm sure no Nigerian corps members will be willing to go out and fight. I'm sure this word is coming because of all this ongoing protests or ongoing crisis in the southeast, whereby the IPOB, that's the indigenous people of Biafra, are trying to have their sovereign nation. So Nigerians are trying, or the government are trying to see whether they can recruit more soldiers into the army to help them in case of anything. But we are not praying for any civil war in Nigeria, and we're not praying for any battle. But the truth be said, corps members are not adequately prepared or are not ready for war, except you want to eradicate, except you want massive killing of corps members. Because I went through the orientation camp for 3 weeks, and I know the kind of training we received. The training was all about marching, was all about waking up early and going to we wake up early. Yes, we went and they taught us how to march, taught us how to blow the horn, but there was no training on how to fight battles. The only training that was associated to that was taekwondo, and apart from that, no other training is associated with fighting a war. So corps members are not ready and are not fully ready to fight any war. Corps members are not part of the reserve defense academy for Nigerians. in case any war arises. We were not properly trained. If they want the corps members to be fully trained, then the time for the training should be prolonged, should be increased, and apart from that, they should have prepared them to be able to use ammunition. But since all this were not done, I think the corps members are not ready for any war. Well, I don't know what your thoughts and opinions are. You can leave that in the comment section below. But if this is true, because if this continues, I'm sure Nigerian graduates will stop serving their motherland, because as it stands now, nobody, I repeat, nobody wants to die for Nigeria, because this country is already dying. And this country was killed by our politicians, and they are at the high-ranking office, spending the money, living their flamboyant life. So no youth or no Nigerian member were willing to go and risk his life or her life on the battleground for a nation that does not show love to its citizens, a nation that cannot secure lives and properties, a nation that cannot even provide job for these graduates after they are done with service or after they are done with school, a nation. Did you know that the number of unemployed graduates in the streets? When you look at countries, or you look at all this Western world, when you look at the Asian continent, when they recruit young lads to go and fight war, this nation care about their citizens. This nation have been able to provide for their citizens. So their citizens, like the US citizens, they are always happy to carry the US flag. They are always happy to fight for their land, because why? The nation cares about them. But in a nation like Nigeria, where we can see that the government, the politicians, and every other thing, they don't care about the masses. We can't give our life or risk our life for that cause. So no corps members is ready or willing to go on that journey. Well, I'm moving on to the next news, which is come out to protest on June 12th if you think you can. Soldier threatens. Nigerian soldier identified as Abaka A has threatened to attack Nigerians on June 12th during the planned nationwide mega protest, where Nigerians are planning to come out on Democracy Day, being June 12th, to come out and protest against a bad government, to protest against this Buhari-led administration, saying that so many things are not working. So there's no need to celebrate a democracy. What are we celebrating in this country actually, when nothing is actually working? Electricity is not working. The tariffs are so high. The fuel price keeps on increasing. Poverty every single day. Insecurity keeps skyrocketing. Now take a look at the southeast. Lots of cases. Look at the Katsina banditry, look at the upper north Boko Haram. So what are we actually celebrating on Democracy Day? So Nigerians have agreed that they are coming out for a mega protest come June 12th. So a soldier is saying at Baka A that they should come out and protest if they can. He's ready to attack Nigerians. Well, Civil society organizations and human rights activists have called for a nationwide protest on June 12th, Nigerians at Democracy Day, against the Muhammadu Buhari-led administration. According to the various publicity posters, the protest will make 14 critical demands, which are abolish a 1999 constitution, end terrorism, end banditry. Issa Pantami must go, Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, who has expressed sympathy for terrorists. Free all detained activists, end insecurity, justice for all NSAS victims, free Kogi 2, anti-President Muhammadu Buhari protesters Larry Emmanuel and Victor Enene Udoka, who have been detained in Kogi State. Buhari must go, revert electricity tariff, NASUP ASUP Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic strike, revert fuel price, revert a party deregistration, and free Nicholas Mba. A revolution is possible only when we are ready to do the work. The oppression continues until then. June 12th, hashtag June 12 protest, a commentator said. Human rights activist Sowore still recuperates after being shot by a trigger-happy policewoman during a peaceful protest at the Unity Fountain in Abuja on Monday. also lent his voice to the June 12 protest. He said, "Good morning, oppressed citizens. We urge you to please join us nationwide, worldwide, to engage in a massive street action on June 12, 2021. If you're coming here for the first time, please, I would love you to hit that subscribe button. And also, there's a bell by the side. Once you hit the bell, whenever we drop our daily content, you will be the first to get notified. Keep watching Glee Info, and God bless you.